Hello everyone, I'm Kelsey and this is my professional disposition video. The disposition that I possess that I think will make me a successful teacher is I believe that educators should demonstrate professional friendliness, warmth, and genuine caring in the relationship with others while providing intellectual, emotional, and spiritual support. That speaks to my personality. That's who I am. I want to support people. I want to do what I feel like I need to do to best help someone. So that's just all my personality. And that's why that one will make me a successful teacher because it's going to bring out what I already possess. The disposition that I feel what I have to work on would be that educators should be sensitive to individual learning and social needs of students and embrace the cultural diversity of the community. I believe this. I just would be so excited my first year teaching that I might not recognize it. And that will be one of my faults. I need to make sure I have a rapport on all of my students as well as their families. And this is what I would do with open house. Each year, each school has open house, and I would actually take advantage of that day to kind of like get to know my students, kind of let them know why I want to teach and what I feel like I can bring to this classroom and get them to feel comfortable with me just as well as I want their students to feel comfortable with me as well. I also would ask the child, kind of tell me certain things about their culture. And when we have certain holidays, of course, we have the American holidays, but if there are other children who aren't, American at heart and who actually have different cultures, I would actually bring their culture inside the classroom too, ask a lot of questions and have them participate as well so they won't feel like outsiders. How do the dispositions demonstrate your ability to understand other cultures, genders, and learning differences to build strong relationships with students and families? And how do potential biases affect teaching? I'm going to answer the last question first. Potential biases affect teaching because people are so strong on how they feel that they forget that their opinions doesn't matter when you're in the classroom. We have to have respect for diversity. We have to be able to embrace diversity. Like I said, bring ideas of the students who, don't feel comfortable. Bring their family's culture inside the classroom as well. Have them feel comfortable within the classroom. And don't allow students to mistreat those ones who are different. We have students who are going to have same-sex parents, and you might not agree with those same-sex parents' beliefs because you might be a certain type of religion, but when you're in the classroom, you don't let anyone disrespect anyone because at that moment, your opinion and your feelings don't matter. If you felt so strongly about it, maybe this isn't the right profession for you. And that's just how I feel. Like if I get so strung up on this parent and how they're the same sex and they're raising this child, it's their business. So you gotta be open. You have to know the background, know the culture. You have to not tolerate certain behaviors. The last question was, how do you anticipate using feedback from your annual performance evaluations, observations, and data of students' performance to adjust and teaching practices to benefit learning? I will use the fairness disposition. The fairness disposition kind of builds positive relationship with students. You're taking time to understand students' issues and concerns. Sometimes those issues and concerns are outside the classroom. Sometimes those problems result back home, but when they come into the classroom, they become your problem. You actually have to assess students' learning without bias, which means you have to be able to teach that child without judging that child. And you have to get that help that that child needs at the time. So sometimes you do, like I said, would have to be the counselor in this situation. Well, that's my time, and I do thank you for taking consideration into looking at my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much.